What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. One day before the elections. I hear it's going to be a landslide. I don't know who, though. What do you guys... Nah, don't let me know in the comments. We don't need to have that debate. Don with the Don Fraud Show. Let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about the, stock market in general, actually. I'm going to swing by. I'm going to try to grab the Russell, the NASDAQ, and the S&P, kind of go over today. And I'm going to look at a bigger picture time frame. A couple other YouTubers talked about this. We've talked about it before on my stream, but now it's going to get its own dedicated clip. And it's the cues on a higher time frame. First of all, that was the Rona crash. Does that not seem so much bigger? Like, look how tiny it looks now. When you actually pull back and you're like, oh, that was it? That's the full-blown melt cash grab bear flag on top of bear flag. We just cruise right along. So the question is now, bull flag or reversal? When you get to this higher time frame, something I go over a lot. A bull flag or reversal often look the same. Same with a bear flag. You know, you start to get that counter trend, the counter trend channel. You know, we kind of get the. That's why I actually don't like bull flags the most, to be honest. You get the move up, and you start making lower highs and lower lows, and then you're supposed to just make the next move up. It works out, but in theory, it kind of sounds dumb to me. But nonetheless, we got the massive move up. Now we're kind of going sideways. You can call that a lower high. I think some people are. We haven't made the lower low yet. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. Ultimately, now what I've talked about is breaking this zone. We probably are going to be bearish, I think. This is the daily chart. If we jump down out to the weekly, we're on the NASDAQ right now. So if I'm using this to trade, I'm either trading the futures, NQ or QQQ. If you want to do the leverage ETFs, we got TQQQ and SQQQ. You guys know who they are. So weekly, I'd probably say more weekly consolidation than anything, but we definitely looks like we're making that probably a bull pin it up here. We can see how all this shakes out, but if we go to the monthly, you'll see not a whole lot changes. Right? We had just one solid move up. And then we spent the last 2 months inside that month. For the last 90 days, we've had some ups, we've had some downs. We're kind of right where we're at. So, I do think tech needed to cool off. We talked about tech needing to cool off. Coincidentally, right around this time, and then it cooled off. So here we are. I'm thinking bull flag on this one. I think a lot of people think, the valuations are high. It's too high. Valuations are too high. And I'm thinking, all right, maybe got a point. It's a pretty decent run up, and then we just look like the big picture. That doesn't look that good, but stocks, they go up. Maybe you've heard of it. Definitely on a massive move up. Now, also what caused this move up was a lot of SoftBank. Maybe if you guys didn't know this, SoftBank, they were spending billions. They're buying equities, they're buying contracts. So that's what caused this run up, just fueled by retail frenzy. They were just getting after it. And then SoftBank sells their position. This wasn't a panic sell. This wasn't anything. This was actually SoftBank closing their positions. That's what causes that. If you're brand new to the stock market, here's the only reasons things go up or they go down. There's more buyers, it goes up. There's more sellers, it goes down. Yeah, that's really it. I don't care what your excuse is, right? Investors that look at fundamentals, so they buy. They might have a bigger account. And then day traders looking at some imaginary lines on a chart. And they like the VWAP a lot. They like to buy above the average price everyone else is paying for it, which is kind of funny when you say it out loud. But nonetheless, when there's more buyers, it goes up. More sellers, it goes down. Which is why if everybody just agrees one day, it's time to sell. This panic is here. It's in motion. We will talk ourselves into a crash. Kind of what happened here is a complete cash grab. No one was buying it. You were in trouble. Everyone was selling back here. I don't think we're seeing that right here. I don't think this is happening again for a little bit, right? We got the fear. It's out of our system. Then we are selling off. I think this might be, we saw a little bit of a fear, I think, of some shutdown news. I think that's what we need to be on the lookout for is shutdown news. And I will actually segue that into the Russell next. I think that one will be the one to be on the lookout for, especially with stimulus and all that. But today, whole lot of nothing. Just like we talked about yesterday. If you were in my live stream yesterday, I told you guys I don't expect anything to actually happen today or tomorrow. I think it's nothing. But I do think Wednesday is where the excitement comes in. If we actually go over to QQQ itself, here's the expected move that the market makers have priced in for this week. A little bit bigger than the previous weeks before. So, again, nothing. Tuesday, we're going to see nothing. But this is my warning to you guys, because you're going to see me tomorrow live. I don't think the market will be open. I don't know when I'm going live. Probably my normal time. You need to have your positions ready for volatility, because that move might be happening overnight. So you'll see it Wednesday, but that play is locked in Tuesday before market close. So this, again, is your warning. Speaking of warnings, we're about to add some more videos to the trading course on supply and demand. So if you bought, or if you're interested in buying the trading suite, there's the link down in the description down below. As I add videos, I raise the price. It's just going to be that way until everything's done and it's at its normal price. I'm not doing sales or you know, oh my gosh, this sale ends today. The earlier you get it, the cheaper it is. That's the fairest I can make it. That's how it's going to stay. So anyway, that's about to go up. Let's get back to it. The Qs in general, keep an eye out for tech. I'm thinking I'm going to be pretty bullish November and December. But again, let's get back to my charts. I'm going to change my mind if this yellow zone right here breaks. Closes below, right? We might get, let's say some volatility happens, we get some craziness. It drops back down, comes right back up. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt that one time. Not going to tag out twice, though. Or 3 times. Like, I'll lose if that tags out. And it comes up to be a wick. I'll get in again. But at that point, if it tags out, might time to switch to the bear side. We'll have to address, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. Right now, my allocation size, nothing big. So before you bears get excited if it does sell off, I know some of you guys like to just sit and wait. You bears just love to come out in the red days like, oh, how much did you lose? Not as much as you, because you were bearish this whole time up. Remember that before you start popping off at the mouth. I know who your bears are. I know you guys like to do it. But anyway, like I've been saying, your position size needs to reflect some volatility. So let's keep it small. When there is volatility like this, that smaller position, you will still make or lose the same amount. You go in with the same amount, you will make or lose a whole lot more, and your emotions might not be ready for it. You might not be at that level. So know your lane, stay in your lane, don't get ahead of yourself. Now for the Qs, the S&P, or not the S&P, the Russell right here. So all we're doing, we had the melt off, just a complete breakdown. Now this is the Rona right here. That was the fear. And a lot of these small cap companies, they are in trouble. They need stimulus. They need something to just to stay afloat. And so we almost got up to we didn't quite make the all-time highs. Made a lower high. I guess we could chart that out. Keep an eye on that. I don't really care for lines like that. I definitely wouldn't want this yellow zone down here breaking. It's already not looking good. This one I think will benefit the most from stimulus news. I think after the elections, there's going to be a lot of focus in here. Tech had the run up. There's money on the sidelines. I think there's still money for tech, but is there going to be any opportunity in these small cap companies in the Russell? I think that's going to be a focus. So stimulus news, I think this one takes the cake. I think this will benefit the most from it. So this is definitely on my watch list or radar for sure for the rest of the year. And as we talk about stimulus coming up, we know stimulus isn't going to, well, we knew stimulus wasn't going to happen until after elections. They just would like to, talk about it, make it seem like they're doing something. But now that's over with, we can actually start really talking about it, next. Because regardless who wins, Trump is still the president until January. So let's see how he's going to handle that, regardless. Not quite making the setup. We're just hoping for a V-shaped recovery. At this point, it's already starting to look a little weak. Monthly, nothing happened. You might be able to call that a little bull flagish action. Again, bull flag or reversal. That's what a reversal. Sorry, sometimes I talk. Reversal starts to look like. We see any weakness coming back down. I think breaking that purple zone and closing below that, we'll step into this. That might be your last hope. And then after that, I'd be careful to the downside. That might be fundamentally driven with the pandemic still going on. As far as the S&P, this will straddle the both of those, right? Like a kid, when his parents are getting divorced. Both of them are going to try to, hey, follow me. Whichever one's going to carry the most weight is going to lean the S&P probably that way for the day in any shorter term plays. S&P still, again, a whole lot of nothing. We have the strong move up. This reflects the tech a little bit better. Pushed up, inside, 90 days. We've done a whole lot of up and down and nothing at the same time. So S&P, SPY, we break below that. That's the bear sign. I'll probably start talking about reversal. Maybe time to put your bear hats on. Dress up like Winnie the Pooh. Make China mad. But ultimately, line in the sand right here. Don't want that breaking. not looking as strong. I gotta be honest. But if we do, let's check out the ETFs for you guys so you guys can trade it. Look at the expected move for this week. We are pricing in a move. Let's get off the week. I was like, that's not today. So today, whole lot of nothing going on. So expected move here. This is 1 standard deviation. This is 2. 68% chance we stay inside here. 95% chance we stay inside here. I bet we hit the 2 spot. We're going to hit one of these this week. I'm thinking. I don't know if it's that top one. I think the reason market makers are pricing in a bigger move is the risk to the downside, if you want my honest opinion. So keeping an eye on that. As far as like the positions I'm in, I am in Tesla and Amazon position. Those are defined risk strategies to December. So as long as Amazon is above 3,000 by December, I win. I do have a couple short-term puts in the S&P, chump change compared to anything. Again, I think tomorrow will be nothing. Another nothing day. We're going to see a Wednesday gap and do something. It'll be interesting to see. We're going to have a winner. The loser is going to call the winner a cheater. We're going to start that debate. We're going to start early tomorrow night, and then we'll get into Wednesday. Last but not least, let's check out the IWM for you guys. Again, a whole lot of nothing. A little bit of a push-up. We're not doing anything. Watch last Friday stream. Watch Sunday stream if you want to talk. If you want to know, I explain these lines and the relevance of them. These are not support and resistance. These are your levels to keep an eye out for. You think we're volatile when we go from here to here? Wait until we close beyond these, right? I kind of talk about it. I explain to you in a few minutes. I don't think most people understand the weight and the importance of these levels. So I'll make this one last video for you guys. Those are the 3 markets. Again, as we sit right now, I am still bullish November and December. But because I'm not an investor and I trade, if it's going down, we'll short. If it's going up, we're going to buy it, right? It's a weird concept. I know I like to buy when there's buyers. I like to sell when there's sellers. I'm super pumped for the rest of this year. I think we're about to get going. I think this sideways crap is about done. So whether you're on YouTube, you're a YouTube member, or you're in the mentorship stream on the We Trade family, we are about to kick this thing in gear. Movement is where the money's made. I don't care if it's up, down. I don't care how high or how low we go. You think SPY's going to 30? I'll ride that train with you. I don't care. I'm not the first person on the train. I'm just on the train. And it's amazing when you can actually think without emotions and trade that way. So if you like what you see, if you are new, hit that subscribe button. I'm pumped. And I appreciate the thumbs up. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live. We'll watch some of the election stuff. See you there.